Have you ever noticed how silence can feel louder than words? Almost supernatural. It's like a haunting presence that creeps in when someone realizes they've lost something they thought would always be there. And here's the shocking truth. A woman can love you, care for you, even dream about you, and still take you for granted. Not because she's cruel, but because she assumes you'll never leave. And when you finally do, that's when the silence becomes deafening. Stay with me, because I'm Dr. Nova Ellis, and I'm about to break down the exact psychology of how women start missing the man they thought was replaceable. And trust me, once you understand this, you'll never look at relationships the same way again. It doesn't hit her when you argue. It doesn't hit her when she's cold or distant. It hits when your name disappears from her phone. No more good morning texts, no more little updates she pretended to roll her eyes at. Suddenly, the silence isn't outside, it's inside her. At first, she's confused. Then she starts checking her phone more often, refreshing your feed, watching your stories without liking, wondering if you met someone or if you're really done. That silence forces her to confront something she never thought possible. You're no longer orbiting around her. And that's when the missing begins. Here's the wild part. She doesn't miss the big gestures, not the fancy dinners or the surprises. She misses the small things. The way you noticed when she was tired. The way you remembered something she said in passing. The way you made her feel safe, chosen, and heard. At the time, she brushed it off. She thought it was just who you were. But when you stop, those little things echo louder than anything else. And every new man she meets gets compared to you and fails. That's when regret sets in, because now she realizes she didn't just lose someone who liked her, she lost someone who truly cared. Inside her, there's a brutal war. Her ego says not to admit it, not to reach out, and that you should have fought harder. But her emotions whisper that she messed up and lost a good man. That battle is exhausting, and eventually, emotion wins. She starts replaying conversations, wondering if she pushed too far, if she mistook your love for weakness. But by then, you've changed. You're no longer chasing, and that shift terrifies her, because now she has to fight for you. Here's the part that cuts the deepest. It's not just your silence, it's your growth. When she sees you leveling up, hitting the gym, traveling, and smiling in ways you didn't when you were with her, it stings. Not because she wants you miserable, but because she realizes she no longer has power over you. You're glowing without her. And that glow forces her to face the truth. She let a good man slip away. Silence isn't just absence, it's a mirror. When you stop chasing, stop proving, and stop begging, she's forced to see herself clearly. That's when regret sets in. Not the light kind, but the sick-to-your-stomach kind. The kind that wakes her up at night, wondering how she could have let someone like you go. Here's the truth. Women don't miss you because you were nice. They miss you when you leave an emotional imprint they can't replace. And when you walk away in peace, with quiet confidence, that's when the haunting begins. She realizes she can't get that version of you back unless she rises to meet you and becomes worthy of you. Now, let's go deeper. Because this isn't just about silence, it's about psychology. Women are wired to test boundaries. Sometimes they confuse patience for weakness. Sometimes they mistake consistency for desperation. And sometimes they assume you'll always be there until you're not. That's why the moment you pull back, the moment you stop orbiting around her, it flips a switch inside her. Suddenly, she's the one who feels uncertain. And women hate uncertainty. Think about it. She might post living my best life stories, laugh with friends, even start talking to someone new. But inside, she's spiraling. She's replaying every moment, wondering if she pushed too far, if she mistook your kindness for weakness. And the longer you stay silent, the louder that spiral becomes. And here's where the ego battle gets brutal. Her pride tells her not to reach out, not to admit fault, not to chase. But her emotions? They're screaming. They're reminding her of the way you made her feel seen, heard, chosen. And eventually, emotion wins. That's when she starts testing the waters, liking an old post, watching your stories, sending a casual, "hope you're good" message. Not because she's over you, but because she wants to know if the door is still open. But if she senses you've truly checked out, that your energy has shifted for real, that's when the panic sets in. That's when missing you turns into regret. And regret turns into a wake-up call. Now let's talk about the glow-up, because nothing hits harder than seeing you thrive without her. When she sees you smiling, leveling up, building a life that doesn't revolve around her, it stings. Not because she wants you miserable, but because she realizes she no longer has power over you. And that's the moment she understands she let a good man slip away. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you let her treat you like you're replaceable, she will. If you keep showing up for someone who doesn't value you, you're teaching her that you're expendable. But when you withdraw your energy, when you hold yourself to a higher standard, when you stop begging for validation, everything changes. She feels the shift. She notices the silence. And that's when the haunting begins. So let me ask you, have you ever been taken for granted by someone who thought you'd always be there? Did she come back? Or did you walk away for good? Drop your story in the comments, because I read every single one. And if you found value in this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because here, we don't just talk about relationships, we uncover the psychology behind them. Remember, the man who knows his worth doesn't need to prove it. And that's the man she'll regret losing.